accidentally pressed start without my mask. Sorry, I deleted it immediately, but sorry. I already have the video ready. If you saw yesterday's last night's stream, goodness, I said that I'm gonna be watching this tonight. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get through it. Let's do it. Oh, also, I did figure out the glitch thing that happened, which didn't let me play that Java Minecraft thing, the Widr Storm project thing. I know what happened. I activated the game's full screen, not like Windows full screen, which glitched it and didn't want it to work. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started.
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. This is the first line in a book that Avery claims he did not write. 2 weeks ago, a YouTube channel called Avery the Mayo uploaded a YouTube video titled Weird Book I Did Not Write, where he shows us a mine that supposedly he never built. Inside the mine is a chest that Avery did not place, and inside the chest is a book that Avery did not write. Inside the book is a very strange message. Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled, it's listening. You can't outsmart it, it's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. 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 Over and over, followed by a sequence of numbers. And that's it. It seems impossible that a whole mine just appears in your world without your knowledge, but Avery explains in the description of the video that the laptop he's playing on is from a storage locker. It already had Minecraft installed and this world already existed, but when Avery first loaded it up, it was just a normal world. He only now discovered this mine a few hundred blocks from his house. So in that case, what is this book? The contents are strange and it's not evident what they refer to. If anything, they just sound like some crazy rambling, but the numbers at the end are clearly some sort of code, so maybe we can solve it and figure out what this book is talking about.
It's pretty
Except
easy to
we
solve.
can't. The numbers go higher than 26, so
mind.
it's not any alphabetical code. There are 4 sections, not 3, so it isn't coordinates, and in fact, there's not a single cipher that comes up as a good match for this code. If it is a code, it's unlike any code I've ever seen, and I wasn't able to decipher it. So, is that it? A strange, one-off YouTube video and a dead end? Not quite, because for 2 frames at the very end of the video, Avery's inventory flashes a random pattern of blocks, and this time there is a code, because taking the first letter of the name of every block and capitalizing it if there is more than one, you get a string that perfectly matches the length of a Google Drive link, that when you enter takes you to a folder. And this is where the true mystery begins. The mystery of a Minecraft world that doesn't exist. Opening the video named Footage 1, we can see a player in the exact same spot Avery was in the last video, except now he has way more items than he had last time. Presumably this is from his house, and he's come to use this mine in survival as part of this world. The book is now gone from the chest, but it could be that Avery just burned it because it creeped him out, or it's just this book in his inventory. Regardless, Avery lines up with the other strip mine and begins to start a new one into the wall, but when he does, he finds this. Nothing weird, it's just a cave, and Avery walks in to begin exploring, until he stops and sees this. It's hard to make out, but as he walks closer we can see what it is. Moss and grass. This is immediately a red flag because this kind of terrain does not generate in caves.
Yeah,
Avery checks underneath it, but there's nothing else either. And when he runs back to grab his torches, he notices yet another patch of moss in the corner of the cave. Again, not natural, but not leading anywhere either. It's only when he heads back down the cave does he see it.
It's a lush cave.
A tree. Avery approaches the clump of greenery, and there it is. A tree unlike any other oak tree in the entire game. Whatever.
Yeah, that's wrong, because as you can see, there's zero light in there. It needs to be, what is it? Like, visible to, like, the sky, I guess. You should be able to see it from the surface for a tree to spawn. Which already pretty rarely happens. I'm gonna guess that y'all already know this, so I'm just gonna continue.
Whatever this is, it isn't normal. Avery backtracks a bit, and we get a better look at this shrub, for lack of a better word. And after some hesitation and circling around it, Avery decides to try mining the tree. And he does, with no problem. It looks just like a normal tree, except normal trees don't generate underground. And it's not the only one. As Avery goes deeper and deeper into the cave, he passes larger and larger patches of greenery, coming across more shrubs and even more trees, and even more moss. He pauses to talk at one point, but instead of commenting on the trees, he brings up something else. It's weird, we've only seen stone. And I guess he's right, the walls of this cave don't have any diorite, granite, andesite, or ores, but come on, there's a bigger elephant in the room here. At some point though, Avery's wish gets granted and the cave turns into terracotta, tuff, and deep slate. The greenery gets larger and larger, with the trees growing bigger and bigger. Until finally, Avery reaches the end.
Don't tell me. I have not seen this, so what the heck? I have seen this. Like, I've seen spoilers, obviously, but wow, that's insane. That's insane.
Avery stops for several long seconds, just taking everything in. The room is a giant cave of green, with strange, unnaturally large trees forming a staircase on the back wall. The floor is covered in a massive field of moss, scattered with the strange trees we saw earlier. Avery slowly heads down the cavern wall, being careful not to take too much damage while maneuvering his way to the bottom. He looks around in awe as he explores the chamber, and from close.
Another weird thing is, there's light here. It's perfectly bright here. And I can't see a single light source. That means whoever actually, if this is fake or real, which is probably fake, but, what is it? Whoever built this area, they used, not too many people know this, but I know a lot of people do know it, but in creative mode, if you go to the creator tab, you can see light blocks, like light source blocks, which you can use to light up a room without actually having to place blocks that emit light. So the blocks that you're placing is light itself. I can probably show you later in stream, or just y'all can figure it out or something, I don't know.
Closer up, we can see a tunnel right between the massive tree gates. Avery searches around the trees for a few minutes, seemingly mesmerized by the build, and we can see that these gates are made of trees stacked on trees stacked on trees, made of spruce, mud, and oak. But the question here is obvious. What is this place? This kind of terrain obviously doesn't generate naturally, so who made it, and how does it just appear in Avery's world? Well, if there's any answer to that question, it's through this tunnel, because finally Avery decides to stop sightseeing and heads down the tunnel at the center of the room. Avery walks through the mud brick tunnel, turning to glance behind him every few steps, but of course, nothing is there. The world is set to single player. At least, it seems that way. Until this happens. something is wrong. It's almost impossible to notice, but at the far edge of the tunnel, the first pair of torches have suddenly been wiped out. Avery stares for a few seconds and continues
How could
walking.
you possibly? Oh, I thought he meant like in the cave where
Another
he
pair of
started
torches
to
is gone.
stuff.
I'm not scared of torches turning off. And then another. I don't know what kind of practical joke this is, but I already heard you in the... I'm not scared of a game.
I'm gonna do that after stream. I'm going to get that and do it backwards after stream. Definitely. How long is this? It's not too long.
I don't know why I just jumped down. I wasn't scared, but I felt compelled. I've never felt like that in my life. What is going on here? Things just went from strange to incredibly creepy in a matter of seconds. This doesn't just happen on a normal world, but Avery did say he found this world on a computer he got from a storage locker. So maybe this is just a world that the old owner of this computer created, and it's just some strange adventure horror map. Case closed. Except it's not, because the video files aren't the only thing in this Google Drive folder. If you remember, there's also this PDF, and opening it, we see this. My exploration into a strange tunnel I found in my Minecraft world. I've been playing this world for a while and just discovered this. This is my documentation of the search. Notably, when I installed Minecraft, this world came pre-created. Always thought that was a little strange, but I'm not really sure. This seems okay enough, but remember what Avery said earlier. He found this computer in a storage locker with Minecraft installed. Not he installed Minecraft and this world was there. Admittedly, it's a pretty small difference, but still, why the conflicting stories? Something you may have also noticed that I can't explain is why Avery's name is now censored. He wasn't censored in the previous videos, but now he's both hidden his name and changed his skin, almost like he's hiding from something. But there's still a lot more of this footage, and if you want to figure out what's happening in this world, why it exists, and what it has to do with Avery, we have to keep watching. As Avery...
Sorry, I just did this with my just legs, just... I never saw that. It's funny.
Avery runs from whatever it is that's hiding in this world. Avery says he has to keep moving, even if he doesn't exactly know why, and the only way to go is down. Avery takes a leap into the giant pool of water before him and swims down into a junction of tunnels. After some hesitation, he burrows himself in the left wall for air before swimming down the left tunnel. He continues to navigate through the dark water, the tunnel getting narrower and narrower, with no end in sight. until it opens into a giant cavernous room with just enough space at the top to get a bit of air. When Avery descends again, we can see tunnel openings sprawling across the walls. Avery scans around. There's no marker of where to go, just tunnels upon tunnels as far as the eye can see. And then he hears it. The same sound as when the whispers played previously. Avery rushes to dig into the wall, and as he blocks himself in, we can hear the whispers again. Quieter, but still there, as if they're passing by him. When the coast is clear, Avery digs out. But now what? He has no choice but to gamble on a tunnel and hope it's correct. He scans the walls again, no obvious sign of which one to pick. So finally, he rolls the dice. The tunnel leads to another junction, and again, after a slight hesitation, Avery goes left. The tunnel continues.
Goes left.
Getting narrower.
Never turn left in the cop
And
crossroads
narrower.
or something.
And narrower. Until finally, he finds himself in the oasis. Avery looks around the room, strangely, almost peaceful. He's in the middle of a square pond, flanked on all sides by the same uncanny trees. He stares off at the water for a second before towering up and getting a good look around. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can see. For a moment, he pauses. Before something snaps, and he crafts a boat to get to the center of the lake. Without hesitation, he dives down into the tunnel and plugs up the hole. He makes another trip for good measure, plugging it even further. If this thing comes through here again, it has to break that, but I need to explore. He sails back to the edge of the lake. What it can't avoid doing is loading the chunk. Avery chops a few trees and crafts a hopper with the spare iron in his inventory. His plan is simple. Set a trap for the thing following him. But wait, did I miss something? Because how does he know that something is following him? Sure, those torches turned off, and yeah, we heard those noises before, but there's actually an even stronger piece of evidence I haven't mentioned. Remember when Avery said this? I already heard you in the cave. Well, it took me a second to figure out what exactly he meant, but then I heard this. It's almost impossible to make out, but on a few separate instances, while Avery was walking in that original cave, he would randomly pause for a second or two, and now we know why. He was listening. Every time he paused, for just a brief moment, you could hear footsteps on the stone behind him. Stopping just a fraction of a second too late to be quiet. But okay, if something is somehow really following Avery in a single-player world, how can he stop it, or at least get it to reveal itself? Well, that's exactly what he's doing right now. Like he said, he needs time to look around and explore this world, but while he's gone, anything can just swim through the hole and replace the blocks to make it look like nothing happened. But if Avery turns down his render distance and puts items in this hopper, if he then goes far enough away and unloads the chunk, the only way for the hopper to be empty when he returns is if something loaded the chunk while he was gone. And then, whatever was following him would be exposed. The trap is set. Now, it's time to explore.
You, just you, building your app on base 44.
Avery walks through the trees, avoiding the lake so as to not load the chunk. Every inch of this place looks exactly the same. The same gray floor, the same strange trees. Everywhere he looks, there's nothing. Until, just in the corner of the screen, there's a sign. But it's hard to spot, and Avery doesn't seem to see it, and he keeps walking. Then he pauses. Interesting. That's the third sign we've seen so far. What? Where? Third sign? I've only seen this one. But it turns out he's right. Going back and re-watching the footage, just barely hidden in the corners of the screen are two other signs Avery crossed earlier in the recording, though he gave no indication at the time that he noticed them. Avery goes back to all three signs. All of them are blank, so I don't know what to make of it, but Avery seems to be satisfied, and he explains why. These signs all seem to point to one place. Both of these angled ones point in the same direction. And he's right. If you line up a coordinate grid with the location and rotation of the signs, you get this. So he's right, all of them point a certain way, and if you trace out their intersection, it hits one specific point. He also pulls off this brilliant move, which you rarely see from these protagonists, by turning the difficulty to peaceful because he ran out of food. Absolutely genius. But with that said, he returns to the lake to check on his contraption. And nothing showed up. Items are still flowing out of the hopper, which would be impossible if anything had loaded the chunk. Avery tells us exactly this. Nothing came through. Not to mention, the blocks are still in the same position Avery placed them to plug the hole. Now that he's shaken off whatever was following him, Avery sails back, presumably to find the intersection points of the signs. But before he does that, he opens up chat and says this. Something is here. What? How? Why is Avery saying that? Why isn't he sending it in chat? What did he see? I don't know if it can hear me. But I'm not taking any chances. The grass block. When Avery left the chunk, he didn't just set one trap for the entity, he set two. Without mentioning anything to us, he placed a grass block next to a block of dirt. In Minecraft, grass can't spread if the chunk isn't loaded. The only way that this block is now grass is if something other than Avery loaded this chunk. I'm not scared, but my gut says to keep moving.
I would not be able to notice almost any of this.
Maybe I am scared. The other sign was pointed head on.
Okay, I'm not gonna question it.
Avery walks through a tunnel. A tunnel which quickly turns into a maze. And slowly but surely, dead end after dead end, Avery navigates through it.
I'm not gonna question the music.
Avery is clearly smart. Smart enough to set a trap and smart enough to set a backup. But whatever this thing is that's following him, it's smart too. Smart enough to block up the tunnel it entered from. Smart enough to refill the hopper with items after loading the chunk. Smart enough to hide its presence. This world seems to be guiding Avery somewhere. The whispers in this tunnel coercing him to enter the cave. The signs pointing to the secret entrance under the tree. Whatever this world is, it's leading Avery. But to what? We don't know. All we do know is that he isn't alone. And finally, Avery exits the maze into another giant room with what looks like a cipher above a door, with 3 levers right in front of it. Avery stares up at it, says he'll need a pen and paper, and blocks up the tunnel where he came from. The footage ends with him staring up at the code, deep in thought. From what I can see, the code atop the doorway looks something like this. It doesn't immediately remind me of anything, and plugging it into a cipher decoder gives me no ideas either. Running each of the candidate ciphers just gives gibberish every single time. Whatever this code is, there's unfortunately no way that I, or Avery, can solve it. The second half of the footage picks up with 17 minutes of just staring at the wall, and then he gets it. Okay, I guess it was solvable. Avery says it's a good poem, but doesn't actually reveal what it said, only that it uses cipher stacking, a technique where 2 ciphers are layered one on top of the other to make a code almost undecipherable. How Avery actually solved it with a pen and paper is beyond me, but the puzzle isn't over yet. There's still this gate, which Avery suspects is some sort of combination lock. But instead of a pen and paper, his solution this time is a bit more, how do I put this, efficient. And with that, wait, who's Durlord 3? For the first time in this footage, Avery's sensor bar lingers for just a second too short, and we get a glimpse of the name. This isn't Avery's name. This isn't Avery's skin. Maybe the reason that we got 2 different stories about where this world came from is because the player we've been watching this entire time isn't Avery at all. But if that's the case, then who is this? The world at the beginning is clearly the same one that Avery was playing on, so what's going on here? If it is Avery on an alt account, why the conflicting stories in the description and the document? And if it's not Avery, then who is this other person, and why are they claiming that this is their world they found? I genuinely just don't know, but the only way to find out is to keep watching, as Durlord walks through the tunnel after the puzzle and finds himself in the village.
This is the type of building skills I want. Why did he pause there? Obviously that meant something. That's a trap chest, isn't it? Hold on a second. I can't tell if that's a trap chest or not. It looks like a trap chest. Yeah, it's. I don't think it is. Yeah, yeah. No, it isn't. Excuse me. I'm tired.
It's empty. This village is strange. It's clearly abandoned, if the cobwebs and literal holes in the roof didn't make that obvious, and all the chests and containers have nothing inside of them. There's also an interesting amount of yellow in the carpets, beds, and flooring. But wherever Durlord looks, he can't find anything of interest, no lead on where to go or what to do from here. The fountain and statue in the town center is by far the most eye-catching decoration here, but like we can see, it too is empty. There's no path to take from there. So, is this the final area then? The final answer to what's been going on with this world and what's been following him? I'm not sure, and clearly Durlord isn't either, since he keeps looking around for anything out of the ordinary, anything that might give him a clue of where to look next.
Oh. How? I can't do that. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm just looking at stuff. Oh my goodness.
I hate it here. These idiots are insufferable. They think that devotion will save them. Rest assured, it will not. Not that it will do them any good to believe that anyway. The ones who realized it pretend they didn't. But it doesn't help that there are some of them who truly believe they'll be saved. The king is coming, Maya. If anything, I wager that their king is already here. It's watching me write this. I don't particularly care. I just want this to be done with. The sooner I can leave, the better. He's arrived. I don't know why anyone is surprised to find that out. This is exactly what they were hoping for. I'm going. I'm leaving this here in the rare case someone finds it. If you have found this, I implore you, turn back, disconnect, forget about this world. It's not for you. If you've come here, you must be curious. I know you must want to continue onwards. So I know that this is a heavy ask, but please, do not go any further. For your own good, do not.
Dang. But still, that. What is it?
Must want to continue for you. Someone is exactly better. I don't particularly wager that their king is already here. It's watching me write this. I don't particularly wager that they believe they'll be saved. The king is coming, Maya.
That's honestly funny to me.
But please, do not go any further. For your own good, do not.
Ah. Stop doing those pauses. Like. Goodness. Another time. What are these blocks again? I genuinely don't know. I don't remember these blocks. I never looked at myself like actually sitting up. What? Sorry. Don't turn left. Don't turn left. Don't turn left. Okay, what are these blocks? Just what? What's it? Ah, can't even touch the block. Walk on the block. Walk on the block. Walk on the block. Walk on the block. Walk. Better walk on the block. Walk on the. Nah, really? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, this is about to end. Oh. I know this. I've seen this way too many times. Is Wi-Fi's gonna be talking anymore? Yeah, go that way. It looks like a regular cave now. Where did your pickaxe go?
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled, it's listening. You can't outsmart it, it's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. 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 And the footage ends. Right there. Durlord was the person who wrote the book in Avery's world. How? It shouldn't even be possible that the tunnel led him back to that mine. Durlord found this world on his computer, and Avery found Durlord's old laptop in the storage locker and has been playing on it ever since. But what is this world? What was following Durlord in this footage? And most importantly, what was behind those gates? I didn't put that sensor bar there. That was in the original footage. Whatever is behind that black square was enough to drive probably the smartest protagonist I've ever seen into running for his life. Something that a whole village of people was trying to summon. Something that this entire world has been hiding. A king? What does that even mean? I don't know what to tell you, but I can tell you one thing. The code at the end of the book, now with this footage, we can solve it. Each number corresponds to one slot in Durlord's inventory. 1 here and 36 here. Take the first letter of each item, or whatever number is indicated after the dash. From that, we can get this. Run Avery. It's here. Durlord was giving one last warning, hoping that whatever was following him wouldn't see. But how? How would he possibly know that Avery would find this world? There's no way for him to know who Avery even is. Whatever he saw behind those doors, whatever he knows about this world now, we may never understand. But one thing is certain. Whatever was coming for him is coming for Avery next. This isn't over.
Snap your W-2
No.
and file your taxes 100% free. Plus, get your biggest refund.
Roughly 37% of filers qualify.
Okay, when was this? This was 2 months ago? I need to do this. Because now I can do, yes, okay, that's better. That's the only thing I can say. That's the only thing I can say. That's insane. Insane. Sorry. I was gonna say insanity, and I said insane. That was insane. I said it again. That was really cool. So, that is either that's the number one most like peak, I guess, best video of all time. Tied with this. Tied with this. Which I have actually already watched. I've already watched this. So yeah, if I actually did I do this one? Which one? That was 2 years ago. Which um, this one was also insanity. Really good, absolute cinema. um, this is the type of thing that I have been trying to make with that other thing. Now, I am gonna get something here. And I'm gonna figure out that one thing that I heard a second ago. Earlier. This is not it. I'm guessing that's a sample. But I'm gonna use voice spinner because I don't know a different thing I
Whatever
can
you
use.
do at the
Don't worry about that. And I am gonna go ahead and find that's I'm doing that.
and then another. I don't know what kind of practical joke this is, but I already heard you in the.
Is this after the whispers?
I'm not scared of a game.
Okay. I know what to do. Okay. Sorry, hold on. Right, I forgot I did that. Listening to that again. Oh, that was loud. How loud was that in you guys' point of view? I don't know. So I am gonna. Blah, 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 blah. Oh shoot! It's gonna be. So just have my phone. I'm gonna not do that. And now I'm gonna turn this down. And then I'm gonna play this backwards. So the only thing is, I don't know how to do this. Because this thing only does like 5-second things. That thing was a whole 10 seconds long, 15 seconds if. So.
currently on the inside.
The Big New Yorker for only $10. Don't forget to pizza before the...
It's Deadpool's turn to shine.
I'm currently
Have I been mute this entire stream? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Can I look at it? No, I can't look at it. I would need to go to a different account. Why is it? Oh my gosh. Okay, no. Oh my gosh. I've been mute for 16 minutes. Oh, so, oh. I said, oh my gosh, someone's watching. No, that's me. Okay. Now that I know that I'm not mute, I'm gonna say stuff, and this is loud. I forgot that I did that. I need to turn that down. I like music. That's why I turned it up. That's still very loud. Okay. No, that's too loud. I turned this. Yeah, I turned this up. Okay. Now, so I'm gonna give. Is there actually somebody here? No. But I'm gonna give the people, everybody here, I'm gonna give y'all the coordinates right here, right now. And I'm never gonna say it again. This spot in the game that I'm currently in is what? Let me remember. How do I look at chat again? I forgot what. Oh yeah, that's my skin. Do y'all like it? I like it. I like my skin. It's like It's supposed to be like a ringmaster something. Definitely not something like... Definitely not... It's definitely not supposed to be representing something like this dude over here. Definitely not. But it's actually not. I don't know. Definitely not. But against all odds, seriously, not real. It's not supposed to. It's not really supposed to represent him. It's just that's what came to my mind. Do y'all like this that I got? It took me a while to build. Do y'all also like this thing that I got? I'm probably gonna make it a bit higher. Cause that's bad. That's bad. It would be much better if this thing was a lot higher. Also got some soul sand stuff up here. Oh right, I was gonna say the coordinates. This is at, if I remember, 1 billion. 1 billion. If I remember, because I deactivated my coordinate thingy thing and I don't know how to get it back. I don't see chart borders. Wait. Sure. Okay, I thought it would. I thought something else was happening. Anyways. What? Enter your block data. How do you paste it? Oh. Anyways, this is where I am. We're at, what is that? That's million. That's 10 million. If I'm sure. Yeah, it's 10 million. Why is it 10 million? I thought it was a billion or something. But, yes, these are the coordinates for the castle. This is the only time I'll show it through the entire thing. I'm never gonna show this again. At least on purpose. To crash the game. Short chuck boundaries. Advanced, yeah. Covering Yeah, it's the same. Okay, so there are A, B, copy location, yeah, as TP command. That's gonna be helpful. Very helpful. My mask is gonna slip off in a second. Oh, it's almost day. That's... What? Oh, shit. So it said I can do... Execute Minecraft overall. So... Whenever the event started, what I was thinking that... At least when I was starting to build this a little more, I was thinking I was gonna, whenever people would start making teams or clans or something, maybe I could do a free-for-all, not just 2 teams. I could... I'll figure it out. But what I was planning on doing, I was gonna turn PvP off, because I think I can do that. I can do that, right? It was a game rule, right? Yeah, there we go. So, I'm gonna turn that off at the very beginning of the event. That's uncomfortable. I don't like that. I can get used to that. But, I was gonna turn PvP off for the beginning of the event, and like, by the second day, I was gonna turn it back on. I could do that. I'm probably gonna do that. But if I do the event at like summer break, I can, yeah, it could be like 2 or 3 days, 5 days even. And I can maybe do it during the day. No, that's, no, 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 no. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. But that is nice to know. I wanna... Why is it not showing? I'm sorry. Throne. Throne. And yes, as you could see, there's that's because if you haven't already seen, I do have the thing over there. So I am going to go ahead and this is, where's the middle of this again? Yes, it's right here. That's... 166. 2,000,000. 10,000 million 166. Oh wait, no. I wanted this. Anyways, I was going to do yes, okay. So, we are currently at the spot of whatever. But this is spawn. This is gonna be where spawn is. Where's the middle of this? That's the middle. So, I will decide later, or I can get a poll for a later stream saying, should we do free for all? Should we do free for all, or team red, team blue? I mean, yeah, team red, team blue. That will be decided soon. But I'm gonna keep this here, and I'm gonna have this as I don't know what angle is. If I remember, I can also yeah, that's also angle. Okay. So, I am going to find out how to do stuff. So, this is a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna um so if you saw earlier, I did have another mod. I had a bounty mod. So, this is what that does. Yeah. So these are bounty boards. You can make bounties for bounties. Anyways, respawn bounty boards. That respawns the bounty boards and clears bounty board thing. So meaning I can do. So as you see, the second I put this here, it disappears. So now I'm gonna reset my mask again, because my nose is starting to hurt now. So whenever watch this, everyone. So, whenever somebody... I feel like okay. Anyways. If people mine this and it actually does drop, like, 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 like this. But yeah, whenever they would pick it up, it would just disappear because of this. Because yeah, because I'm smart. And this just teleports to the spawn. So I am going to put this back over here. And when it was like this. That's how you spell it, right? Anyway, under construction. So whenever the Widr Storm destroys half of the population, I'll do this. I'll break it and put a pressure plate there so people can make bounties in case people just kill dogs. I don't know if I want this to be hardcore. I might want it to be hardcore. Well, maybe not actual hardcore, but whenever people die, they get banned or kicked or something. I might do kick. I don't want to do ban. I might do ban. I did have found, if y'all didn't see earlier, I did. If y'all didn't see it around the start of when I actually started doing this, I had these, and these, and those. If you are an OG Minecraft player, not like me, I just know, you would know exactly why these are here. You would know exactly why these are here. So, I tried my best to make the castle ground thing look as natural as possible. I gave up over here. I like this little part right here is all man-made. That part is me made. I did this. I'm proud of it. I'd put bone meal over here. I made this. I made all of this. I made all of this. I made all of that. Like, this whole little area right here, as you can see, this particular area has just more flowers than the rest of the area, maybe except for that. You want to know why? There's an area down here. That's why. I'm gonna go back to building. And I'm gonna be quiet because I'm bored. Okay, that one staircase was a lot taller than I thought it would be. I have a better idea. It's called slabs. So it's gonna make this staircase look more dramatic, longer. It's gonna take a whole 2 minutes just to get to the second floor of the castle. That's definitely what I'm gonna do. It's definitely gonna take 2 minutes. Okay. There we go. Yeah, 5, alright. Yeah, that's 5, okay. Hmm. Wait. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I've officially made it like 3 times as longer as it would be. I don't like it. Looks like I'm gonna deal with it. But the next thing that I wanted to question is how tall I wanted this building to be. Because I'm fine with that being the first floor height. Actually, I feel like it could be a little longer. I mean, a little higher. Just a little higher for the first floor. But like, let's say 5 or so. 5 blocks or so. Nah, that's too short. That's my dad's Discord. I feel like saying, speaking of Discord, stuff and so is happening. But no, I'm not gonna say that. Because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that, so and stuff. I'm not even gonna say what that so and stuff is. For suspense. Oh, it's fine. I think. It's fine. Is this a... It's fine. 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 That's good for now. I need to work on this area because I haven't even touched that area. I haven't even made the walls for this area yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And these were 5. Well, yeah, 5 blocks. So it's gonna be like perfect. Oh my gosh, I think it's like by 1 block. By 1 block. So where is my question? Where? That's the question. Where? Okay. It's like 3 blocks. Right. It's like 2 blocks or something. 2 blocks. making the walls extra thick because I want to. I also want these outer walls to be a bit more thicker, but that's gonna have to wait for another time because I'm working on the castle. The interior of the castle. Every time I work on the castle, I work on the exterior first, which is really bad. That's really bad. I don't like it. No one likes it. So, this genuinely looks good for now. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna stop there, and I can still feel that. Sorry. It's just that my did my thing just move by itself? Don't worry about it. But it's just that what is it? This pointer finger. I accidentally scratched it, or my friend scratched it. I genuinely don't know. And it started to, like, broke the skin a bit. It started to bleed a bit. It's fine. I had to put a band-aid on it. I ended up, maybe not, I kind of, like, put it on, not too tight, but pretty tight to where, like, it didn't, like, make it go worse or anything, but just, I could still kind of feel, like, the bandage remaining on it, kind of. I am gonna play slap battles. I didn't click on that. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't click on that. There's one person. That that dude doesn't. That dude isn't a person. Nor is that dude. Okay. What? Oh, there's a person in here. Hold on a second. Okay, whatever. Let me sit up and lock in. Cause, how many people here have the collector glove? I can't. No one here have collector. So that means I'm gonna guess that the glitch is still a thing. Because there's currently a bug in getting the newest glove, collector, where oh shoot, because it's a find the glove, it's a find the game, and you need to collect a very lot amount of gloves. So what you need, there's the shopkeeper glove currently is bugged and does not let you get it. And like all day today, I've been constantly checking if the bug is still there, which right now it is still there. Because you would technically be able, you should be able to get in there. Because if I look in there, I'm trying my best to. What? What? Where'd they go? You're still in there. What? Because, yeah, the last glove is in there. It's currently bugged for at least me. I don't know if everybody has it, but... What? That is strange. I have every single glove except for Shopkeeper. Might need to find a key to get in. Is that saying there's a different way to get in? My nose hurts. Oh shoot, my nose is numb. That's not good. What? My nose doesn't want to work. They should fix it soon, but because currently, yeah, the bug is that Tencel has been trying to make the door disappear so that you can get in. But there's currently a bug to where that door is not wanting to open at all. So, the first, like, hour yesterday that this thing decided to... why is my hand? That this thing decided to go live, was live, there was another glitch to where you could go through it, but the door was still there. It was just the collision wasn't there. But now, Tencel did something. He fixed the first part, but didn't fix the second part, making it impossible to get it. At least for me, because there was someone that just walked right through. Maybe I can. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, because, like, how do you... How do you... How do you do the ground pound again? Oh. What happens if I'm just doing random things now because I forgot you can ground pound with the 64. I can probably figure out a glitch to where I can... Ooh. Okay. What is the smallest wall? Like... Cause like you could see it. I'm gonna guess that this is. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I can do that. Shoot. Come on. Maybe like at some corner. Oh, 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 oh. Which a lot. That was your last one, you say? Oh! Okay. Don't worry about the stuff in my recommended. I am tired. I'm gonna stop there. Tomorrow night, I might work more on the castle. I might work more on anything. We'll never know. Oh. Hello. Shit. Sorry, my little brother came over here. I didn't want to risk him saying my name or something. Anyways, how many views have we ever gotten during this entire stream? 2 views. Someone did see. Well, oh yeah, it was probably around the time when stuff happened. Anyway, I'm gonna stop there. Tomorrow night, I might watch some Wembu, some unstable SMP. I might even, yeah, build more of the castle. But other than that, my nose hurts, my ears hurt, and I'm gonna stop there. Have a good rest of your night, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.